Rome, history and food in the eternal city. Rome is the only city in the world where you can spend the morning walking through a 2,000-year-old gladiator arena, and by lunchtime be eating the best pizza and pasta of your life. And that's the magic of Rome. History and food aren't separate here, they live side by side. Every stone has a story and every bite has a past. Most people think Rome is just about ancient ruins, museums, and long lines of tourists, but the truth is, Rome's history is alive. You don't just look at it, you taste it, you live it. That's exactly what I want to show you in this video, because this one day I spent in Rome completely changed how I see both history and food. So here's the plan. We'll start at the Colosseum, head over to the Vatican, toss a coin at the Trevi fountain while enjoying gelato, and then end the day with a feast of pizza, pasta, and wine. Stick around because the way these experiences connect might just change the way you think about travel forever. Our first stop is the Colosseum. No matter how many photos you've seen, nothing prepares you for the size of it. Built nearly 2,000 years ago, it could hold 50,000 people, the same as a modern football stadium. Standing there, you can almost hear the roar of the crowd, gladiators fighting, wild animals leaping from cages, even entire naval battles staged by flooding the arena floor. The Romans didn't just build entertainment, they built spectacle. And here's the crazy part. Our stadiums today, from the World Cup to the Super Bowl, still borrow from this design. It's a reminder that the way we gather as people to cheer and to celebrate hasn't really changed in 2 millennia. But as impressive as this is, the Colosseum is only the beginning. Because if you think Rome is just about massive ruins, wait until you step into the smallest country in the world that holds some of humanity's greatest treasures. Across the Tiber River sits Vatican City, a country inside a city and home to less than 1,000 residents. Yet inside its walls, you'll find more masterpieces than entire nations. Walking into St. Peter's Basilica is like walking into another dimension. The ceilings soar higher than you think possible. The marble, the gold, the sculptures. It's overwhelming in the best way. But the real jaw-drop moment comes in the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo's ceiling is something you've seen in textbooks and online, but standing there in person is on another level. You find yourself craning your neck, trying to take in every detail and realizing this was painted by hand over 500 years ago. Here's why this matters. The Vatican proves that greatness doesn't need size. The smallest country in the world makes the biggest impact. And it's a reminder that the most powerful things often come in the smallest packages. Now, after 2 mind-blowing encounters with history, it's time to bring the day back to Earth with something sweeter. Because just a short walk away lies one of the most magical spots in all of Rome. The Trevi Fountain feels like a movie scene. And that's not just because it's been in so many films. The fountain itself is a masterpiece of Baroque art, carved with gods and sea creatures all surrounding Neptune, the god of the sea. But the tradition here is what makes it unforgettable. Legend says if you toss a coin over your left shoulder into the fountain, it guarantees you'll come back to Rome one day. I'll admit, I didn't hesitate. I tossed mine. And while you're there, you have to get gelato. Rome takes ice cream to a whole new level. Pistachio, hazelnut, strawberry, chocolate so rich it almost tastes like fudge. Eating gelato while standing at the Trevi fountain as the lights shimmer off the water, that's not just dessert, it's a memory. And it's the perfect transition, because now we dive into the part of Rome that changed my life most, the food. Rome is a feast, and not just for the eyes. The food here is as iconic as the landmarks. Let's start with pizza. Roman-style pizza is thin, crispy, and baked in wood-fired ovens that have been used for generations. My first slice of margherita, just tomato, mozzarella, and basil, was proof that simplicity is perfection. Unlike the overloaded versions we're used to elsewhere, Roman pizza shows that less really is more. Then there's pasta. If you think you've had carbonara, think again. The Roman version isn't drowning in cream. It's made with just eggs, pecorino cheese, black pepper, and guanciale. Rich, creamy, and somehow light at the same time. Cacio e pepe, another Roman classic, is even simpler. Just pasta, cheese, and pepper. But the flavor hits harder than you'd expect. And finally, wine. Italians don't just drink wine, they live with it. A glass of red at lunch, a white at dinner. It's part of the rhythm of the city. Sitting at a trattoria on a cobblestone street, sipping wine as the sun sets, I realized something. Food in Rome isn't just about eating, it's about slowing down, it's about savoring life. And that's when it hit me. The Colosseum, the Vatican, the Trevi fountain, the gelato, the pizza, the pasta, the wine. They're not separate experiences. They're chapters of the same story. Rome is telling you in every way it can to live fully and remember deeply. So here's the truth. Rome isn't just a city. It's a living museum, a culinary paradise, and a reminder that history isn't locked in the past. It's alive in the streets, in the art, and yes, in every bite you take. From gladiator battles in the Colosseum, to Michelangelo's ceiling in the Vatican, to tossing a coin at Trevi while eating gelato, to that perfect plate of carbonara, Rome shows you that history and food are really just two sides of the same coin. And if you ever get the chance to visit, take it. Because Rome doesn't just show you history and it makes you a part of it. If you enjoyed this journey through the Eternal City, make sure to subscribe. That way you'll never miss an adventure. And together we can grow this channel into a community of curious travelers who believe that the best way to experience a place is to taste its story. So tell me in the comments, where should we explore next? I'll see you in the next video.